Hi, I'm Travis Evans. I work here with Pastor Larry at Lawrence Free Methodist Church, and I just want to take a minute and make this video to kind of follow up with everyone who attended the Discovering Your Life Message workshop that we held a couple of weeks ago. Ron left us with some homework from that, and we want to make sure that all of us as a group are accountable to following through with that and putting in the work. You know, with a workshop, you don't get anything out unless you put the work in that's required. And obviously there are some things that we still need to work on through following the workshop. And as I work on that myself, I just wanted to use this video as a way to kind of guide us all as a group so that we are all on the same page. Ron left us with 3 components for the life message. And the first one was to discover our life message. The second one, to edit that life message. And then the third, to publish that life message. And so we want to be working on all 3 of those components. Now our goal is for the month of March to have everyone kind of work through the discover part of that assignment. Then in the month of April, we want to follow up with another video, and I'll be working on the edit component of that. And then hopefully sometime in the end of April, we'll kind of publish the date when we get it figured out. We're going to host a follow-up workshop just on publishing. How can we share this life message that we've developed? How can we then share that with the people around us? So we want to work on that together. So this video, I'm just going to talk about what we're supposed to do together here for the month of March, and that's just discovering our life message. So if you look at your book here, this is the workbook that we ended up with from the workshop. If you turn to page 7, you'll remember that Ron gave us this page as an example of how to discover our life message. He used the life of David, and he recorded down the left side some of the favorable or positive defining moments of David's life, and then in the right-hand column, what he calls the difficult, or some might say the negative circumstances of David's life. And he listed them all out, starting from birth to death, all the way down. So this is kind of an example of what we want to do. And it's important to remember that it's a brainstorming session. So if you'll turn to page 6, the page just before that, page number 7, you'll find a blank version of that timeline. Now this is the page that we can use to fill out our own timeline. And again, just remember, this is a brainstorming exercise. There's no criteria for what makes the list or doesn't make the list. It doesn't have to be super important. It can be superficial things, whatever you can remember. I know that for myself, as I start to work on this, I realize there's a lot of things that I've just locked away. Before I got married, there are all kinds of things that God did in my life that I've kind of just locked up and compartmentalized off into the past. So it's going to take some time for me and some effort to remember those things. It made me think of this in Psalm 139. It says, "My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret, and skillfully wrought in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them." And so God knows every day that's been and will be of our lives better than we do. So if I'm sitting here just depending on myself to remember, I'm going to miss a lot of stuff. So I just encourage you and myself to just pray. Each time we sit down at this, just pray, hey God, help me remember these moments in my life that you've used to form me. And I think He'll do that for sure, as He, I think, desires for us to develop this life message and share it with the generations to come. So here in the month of March, try to get this figured out for yourself. It won't be a complete timeline. This may be something that we reflect on for years and years to come. But try to get a good start on it so that we can move on to the editing process. So we'll be doing this in March and get on to the editing in April, and then end that with a publishing workshop together. So I just want to encourage you all to do that. Feel free to work ahead if you like, but it's not necessary. We're going to try to all keep the same pace here. Of course, if you're struggling with something, be sure to contact us, Pastor Larry or myself, anytime. Our contact information is included in the email that I sent. So feel free to contact us anytime if you're just struggling to get one of the concepts or just want to talk something through. We're happy to help you with that. As far as these sheets, this page 6 in your workbook, you might just have it completely scratched up as you work. we've included an attachment in my email of just a blank version of this, so you can do as many drafts as you want, and then you can use a blank one to kind of get your finalized timeline done, so it's a little easier to read. So anyways, I look forward to working on this myself. I hope you all will work on it with me. And I look forward to getting through this and coming back together for the publishing workshop in April. Thanks for hanging with me and watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks.